Well, first up, AJ, tell me about the Hanover game, your last playoff game.
I would say we played very well together, and our energy to pick each other up was very well as the game went on because that got more rough.
Jillian, what were your thoughts on the game?
I feel like we played really good because I had people to rely on when my shots weren't falling, and I just felt like we were more of a team in that game.
Bella?
I think since their face guarding me, it opened up more ways for my teammates to score, and they're hitting shots, so we were really successful with that.
Lily, how about yourself? What would you pull out of the last game?
I feel we had really good traps on our defense that led to open layups on the offense when we couldn't hit shots.
Yeah, Reese, and yourself?
Yeah, I think our defense definitely carried over to our offense, especially just setting the screens, making sure getting Jill open for her to knock down the threes. So every little part was important, not just the scoring.
Reese, we'll double up with a question for you here. Do you think the last 2 games or 3 games that you guys have played are your best games of the year? And maybe yes or no on that, but then also what's a play or two, one play that kind of stands out to you? It could be a defensive little deflection or rebound or whatever. What's a big play that you can think of?
I would say since I'm focusing generally on our defense, last game, we made it really difficult for them to make that extra pass. So I'd say those deflections and getting on the ground for the ball and just trying to get the jump ball.
Lily?
I agree with Reese. Back on the defense, I think Bella had a really nice play where she went up, jumped the ball, and slammed the ball on the ground and created lots of energy on the bench, and everyone was hyped for it.
All right. Bella?
I think when we had the best traps, we just had our hands up and they called a timeout. I think we had a lot of energy coming into the timeout, momentum towards the rest of the game.
Jillian, a play or two that stand out?
One play that stood out to me was running Iowa for Bella because I can trust that she's going to get downhill and score the ball.
All right. And how about yourself, AJ?
I would also agree with them in the traps, especially up closer to half court where they weren't able to get out of it or make an extra pass, or like Bella said, they even called a timeout because we were up in their face, not reaching, and just having a lot of energy altogether.
All right, I'm going to jump to my last question here. So I'm going to go to have you guys talk about each other, okay? So let's do that one. So AJ, can you talk to me about Jillian here?
I think Jill as a player has really developed, she's really come out of her shell, and she's now she feels more comfortable knocking down threes. She's besides others from us, she's another person that we want to get downhill because she's so fast, she's so quick, and she's good off her feet.
Jillian, tell me about Bella here to your left here.
Bella, I feel like I've grown a lot closer to her this season. Last season it was a little rough, but it's okay because I know she'll always be there for me.
Mended those fences or patched those, whatever?
100%,
Yeah.
Because I know she'll always be there for me to pick me up when I'm not having a good game.
Bella, how about yourself telling us now a little bit about Lily here?
I think Lily's really taken on her role as a point guard. She's always dishing passes. She's never not going to have good defense, good passes. And sometimes she's going to score the ball, sometimes she's going to be a good teammate. And I think she's really grown out of her shell, especially from last year. She's only playing JV, swinging varsity, not getting that much minutes. But now this year she's taken on a role as a point guard.
Good stuff. Okay, Lily. Tell me about Reese here.
For me, Reese is a really good leader and mentor. Even though we're not the same positions, she always gets a big open spot for me to dish it down to her when I'm dribbling off the dribble and pass it over, and she's really good about that. And she really helps the team out with knowing all the plays and leading for lower classman Charlie.
Yep.
On our team.
All right, Reese, you got to go all the way back down to your right, my left here, but tell me about AJ way down at the end there.
So as most people know, AJ is our only senior, and she's done a great job of being a leader. It's definitely a hard role to take on, given that we have a lot of young kids this year. But she's done a great job. She's very selfless, and she looks to give the extra pass. So, yeah, she's doing great.
There she is, right there at the end on the left.